Shri Guru Shri Gita Padakamalam. So any Vedic literature, the same instruction you find as it is stated in the Bhagavad-gītā, tad viddhi praṇipātena paripraśnena sevayā upadekṣanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshana. Jnanina means jnani, or a man who is in perfect knowledge. Perfect knowledge means one who has a perfect vision of the perfect, not theoretical, but actual vision of the spiritual subject matter. He is called Jnani. Jnanina tattva darshana. Tattva means the absolute truth. Now, so far tattva is concerned, you'll find in the Bhagavad-gītā that Krishna is the supreme tattva, absolute truth. But he explained that manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddha. Out of many thousands of people, a few people may try how to get a spiritual salvation. Not all. Everyone is not expected to hanker after spiritual salvation. That requires also many years qualification. So manusyanam sahasras, out of many thousands of people, one is very much anxious for spiritual realization. And then Lord Krishna says, Jatataamapi siddhyanam, and out of many perfected spiritualists, some may know what is Krishna. Just try to understand. First of all, out of many thousands of people wants to have perfection in spiritual life. Then, those persons who have attained such perfection, out of them, one or two may understand what is Krishna. Now, the subject matter of Krishna is not so easy. It is very difficult also. But one can understand very easily. That process is also prescribed in the Bhagavad-gītā. Bhaktyāmāva vijanāti jāvāṁ jaśyāmi tattataha tato māṁ tattato gyatva visati tat anantaram. But bhakti, devotional service. That devotional service, if you accept, you can understand that difficult subject matter of Krishna very easy. Bhaktyāmāva vijanāti. Vijanāti means perfectly he can understand. Jāvāṁ jaśyāmi tattva. Tattva means the absolute truth as it is, he can understand. And tato māṁ tattato gyatva, and after understanding the Krishna science very perfectly, he becomes eligible to enter into the spiritual kingdom. These things are said. So here we are discussing this point, the tad viddhi praṇipātena paripraśnena sevayā upadekṣanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshana. So if we actually want to reach that point of perfection and knowledge, where we can fully surrender. Now, the intelligent person, according to my opinion, I have several times discussed this point, that if it is a point that after many births, when I am fully perfect in knowledge, I have to surrender to Krishna, then why not immediately surrender to him? Why shall I wait for many births? That is very intelligent proposal. If that is the end of perfection, then why not accept the perfection immediately? But people are doubtful. Somebody asked me that, and I think Mr. Moskowitz asked me this question, I answered this part, that his inquiry was how long it will take to be perfect in Krishna consciousness. I replied that Krishna consciousness can be had in 1 second, and it cannot be had in thousands of birth and death. Why? But if we understand this principle, that after attainment of full knowledge, I have to ultimately surrender to Vasudeva Sarvaniti. I have to become some Mahatma, a great soul like that. Why not immediately surrender to Krishna? Why not become immediately this supreme, the great soul, some Mahatma, supreme lover? That is the problem. But we are, some of us, most of us, we are not prepared to accept immediately Krishna as the supreme. We have got many doubts. So therefore, in order to drive and dissipate all your doubtful ideas, the Shastras, the scriptures, the Bhagavad-gītā and Srimad Bhagavad are there. And if we make scrutinizingly study of these two books, we can understand the Krishna science very nicely, and our progress in the matter of Krishna consciousness will be definite. Thank you very much. If there is any question, Brahman Supersoul, we have been discussing this morning, but as just we began the verse, and we have forgot. Just like myself, I am soul, spiritual soul. My place is within this heart. Now, in the medical science, they have found it that the heart is the center of all vitality of this body. By modern materialistic science, they have found that whatever we are eating, it is going to the stomach, and it is being transformed into various types of secretion, and the important secretion is coming to the heart, and it is becoming red by coming to the heart. Then again, from the heart, there are many veins which is being distributed to different parts of the body. So, but they could not found that where is the point where from this vitality is coming. Where from this vitality is coming. They could not find it. They are localized that there is the source of all events. Now, in the Bhagavad-gītā you will find that Krishna says, Matta sarvam pravartate, aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam pravartate. I am the origin, fountain, head of everything, and everything what is being produced, it is from me. Similarly, the soul is a fragmental, fractional portion of Krishna. So now, the modern scientists, they have localized the point where from the energies are coming. Now, that point is there. That fragmental portion of Krishna is there. That is Brahman. And, but that is fragmental force. So Brahma means this fragmental force. And Supreme Brahma, what was the question? Brahma, Supersoul. Supersoul is Krishna. Supersoul is Krishna. And I am pure soul, you are jiva. And the Supreme Soul is Krishna. This verse, next morning we shall discuss, we come to this morning, that's up to that point. Uttama to Annam, that verse. So, Supersoul is the Supreme God. Supersoul is also there. They are situated together. And we found the basic Upanishad to get this information. So, two birds are sitting on one tree. The one bird is eating the fruit, and the other bird is simply witnessing. So witnessing birth is the supersoul. And the birth which is enjoying and suffering of the material contamination or attachment, that is soul. Is it clear? Krishna, yes, he is indeed still more than higher position. Krishna. We are very intelligent. This super soul is also partial representation of Krishna. But, just like the sun, the real sun, and the reflection of sun. If you have got thousands of pots in your presence, you will find the reflection of the sun in thousands of the pots. But the real sun is one. Similarly, this super soul is the reflection of the real, partial reflection of the super. Is it clear? Just like you are standing here and at noon the sun is on your head, and 5,000 miles away you inquire from somebody, where is sun? You will say, oh, it is on my head. 5,000 miles this way, that way, anyway, you inquire. And many people, many thousands of people inquire. They will say, everyone will say that the sun is on my head. Similarly, although the sun is warm, as he perceives that he is present on everyone's head, similarly, although Krishna is one without a second, by his inconceivable transcendental power, he can be present in everyone's heart. Akhilatma bhuta, golokaiva nivasati akhilatma bhuta. That is the power of Krishna. That is the power of Super Soul. We cannot. Suppose I am sitting here, you are sitting here, you are not here at your home, I am not in India, I am sitting here. I cannot sit simultaneously in India and America. That is not possible for me, because I am not Super Soul. But the Super Soul can be present everywhere. We find this explanation in the 13th chapter of the Bhagavad-gītā. Now we are discussing 4th chapter. When we go to the 13th chapter, this point will be more clearly about the spiritual matter. So, your question should have been on the matter of spiritual matter, because we invite questions on the subject which is discussed on the spot. This is also relevant question, because we will do it. Now we have discussed about the position of the spiritual master. Now if you have got any question about that, the relationship between the spiritual master and the disciple, if you have got any doubts, if you have any questions, that
One surrender to a spiritual master. What then is there in relation to Krishna?
Spiritual master is the representative of Krishna. Therefore, surrendering to the spiritual master means surrendering to Krishna. He is the bona fide spiritual master. Is just like I explained the sloka, Viddhantasta avadrani budhunati shristata. I'll cite here with one nice story in this connection. The story of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj was a child and he was insulted by his stepmother. So he went to his own mother and he prayed, my dear mother, he was 5 years old only. My stepmother has insulted me in this way. I was sitting on the lap of my father and he dragged me out. He told me that you cannot sit on the lap of your father. So he was a son of king, so he felt insulted and he went to his mother and cried. Then he asked his mother, what is the remedy? Because he was a son of a Kshatriya. He was revengeful. So his mother directed, my dear friend, your father do not care for me. So he will not hear whatever I say. So if God can help you, then you can get results. Then your child, he said, oh, where is God? Oh, then mother replied, oh, we understand that God is in the forest. Somebody goes to the forest and realize God. So you cannot go, my dear son. No, I shall go. So he went to the forest. You went to the forest and you are asking the tiger, oh, you are God, oh, you are elephant, you are God, just like a child. Then he was so serious that because God is within himself, then he was, Narada was sent to him that you go to the boss and what is, how is his answer, what is his actual point of view. Just try to help. So this is the problem. When we are seriously anxious about understanding the science of God, then God is within you. He will make your relationship with such a spiritual master who will enlighten you further and further. So, practically, the spiritual master is the representative of Krishna. Now, it depends on me. The degree of my serious thought. If I am seriously about actually perception of the Supreme Lord, then I will get such a spiritual master who can give me information of the Supreme Lord. But if I want something else, then Krishna will help in that way also. We will get something else. So, the spiritual master is the representative of Krishna. And Krishna is sitting within our heart. And as your answer, your degree of anxiety will be held by Krishna by sending similar quality of food. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.